Hi everybody, Martyn Flick and Feathers again today, and I'm tying another salmon fly. This is the Tummel Shrimp, one of Ali Gowan's patterns I believe, of the Ali Shrimp fame. As always, we'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel, to get access to the members only content as well as being entered into the giveaways. So it starts some 8/0 black thread, it's just uni. And then on the way down we'll catch in some fine oval silver, come in between the hooks until about you're halfway between the point and the barb, and then wind this backwards towards the barb. 3, what's the hook points? 4 full wraps, and then come in between the hooks, pull that up, and I'm just going to run back up with that waist piece and trim it the length of the body. The tail, this is a mix of bucktail. You want orange, I'm using like a hot fluorescent orange, but if you want to use like a deeper orange, that's fine as well, it's up to you. Yellow, also fluorescent yellow I'm using, and black is the last colour. So it's these 3 colours of bucktail. Just take away any really long fibres, any broken ends. You can see one there but just can't grip it. Take that away, and then get the black. Running. Usually I would blend enough for half a dozen flies or something, or however many I was tying, but just for the purposes of showing you this, I've just got enough. I've actually got more than enough for one. I'll probably waste some of this. So I've got the 3 colours, the black, the orange and the yellow, and I'm just going to hold the tips and pull it out, line them back up, hold the tips, pull it out and line them back up, hold the tips, line it up, right, and that blends the hair. Right, you might need to do it a few times, but you'll get a nice even mix. Now, I can't tell you the proportions, it will depend on what looks good to your eye. Some people like them a bit darker, some people like them a bit lighter. That's entirely personal preference. Also, if one of the bucktails has got a slightly finer hair, you'll need more of that to balance out the colour, things like that. There's a lot of factors. So I've separated it out enough for my tail here, right? You want it quite sparse, you don't need a ton of hair. And I don't stack, I never stack bucktail that length. If the tips are uneven, it will taper and swim better. And I've just tied this so that the tail is twice the length of the shank, or thereabouts, maybe a wee bit longer. Coming out the back, that's actually quite nice. It's a wee bit longer than twice, but I don't mind. Flash. Taking 2 strands of crystal flash, just tie them on top, and you can have them Just blending in sort of roughly the length of the tail. Pull one of them so it's a wee bit shorter, so that they don't clump together. Even curly floss like this will stick together in the water if it's the same length. So if you separate the length, it only needs to be 2 or 3 mil, and it'll keep them swimming independently. Now I'll tie in my rib, which is the same oval silver tinsel, and again the tag end's the length of the body, and then I'll just blast up with the thread, tying all that down. You don't need to be in touch and turns or anything, you don't need to be super fussy. As long as you're creating a smooth body for the floss, which I'm now tying in on the way back down. Right, so you can see now, although I never use touch and turns of thread, because you're using the thin 8/0 thread, the tail, the ribbon, all that been tied the same length, it gives you an even enough body. To wind the floss over nice and neatly, get a nice smooth floss body. So taking my thread back up towards the eye, and I'm just going to wind the floss forward. Just keep it, run it through your fingers, keep it flat, overlap the wrap slightly, making sure that you're covering everything, and you'll get a nice even, nice looking body. There you go, 2 or 3 wraps to tie it off, some over your waist. And you can see that's fine for a fishing fly, it's not competition fly. More than smooth enough, and black is the hardest colour. Like, you seem to see any bumps in the black more than you do on other colours. Taking the rib, I've taken a full turn, right, full turn at the back, and then I'll come up, about 4, maybe 5 wraps up the body, a full turn at the head, tie that off, trim that away. Wing is some black hair. You can use squirrel, bear, fox. I'm using Arctic runner because I like the way it swims. I like the taper it gives the fly. Length, I want it to be coming into the tail, about a third of the way into the tail or so. Now I know some folk like them shorter, but that's just personal preference. I like to get that sort of flowing shape. Give that wee rub to drop it. Tighten up, trim away the waist. Now for a wee bit added security, going to rub a wee centimetre or so on my thread out with super glue and wind that onto the butts. I mean, you don't need it, it'll probably not pull it, but it's there, so why not do it. Drop that wing. I'm going to get a Chinese cock hackle, same hot fluorescent orange as the bucktail that I've used for the tail. Just check the length of it, that'll do it. Again, hackle length's up to you. I want it to kind of reach somewhere between the point and the barb of the hook. And wrap this hackle, folding it as you go. you'll probably need, I mean, it depends on the quality of the hackle, you'll need at least 3 tons, I would say. With a Chinese, usually you might need 4. It very much depends on the hackle. Obviously if you're using hen, that'll have a sort of heavier, more opaque barbule to the feather. So I've come up to my thread, tied that off and folded the tip back, just snap it away. At this stage I'm just straightening out the hackle fibres. Grab everything and then I'm going to wind back until I'm at the stem of the hackle but not over it. Right, it lets the hackle still sort of stand proud, but helps it form that wee shape as well. Hackle's guinea fowl, the front hackle is blue guinea fowl. It's quite hard sometimes to get one small enough. This one will just make it, which is lucky because it's about the smallest feather left on my patch, I think. Oh, no, that's better. I think this one's better. If you don't have small enough guinea fowl, or you can't get small enough guinea fowl, partridge dyed blue is fine as a sub. It's not quite the same, but it's close enough. I mean, fish don't care. Only pedants care. So we'll tie this guinea fowl in by the tip, fold the tip back, and it is so small I'm just going to leave it. I know it's there, but I definitely won't see it in the finished fly. Fold your hackle, and then just, you're only going to get a turn or 2 out of these wee feathers, but that's enough. It's just to give you that black and blue colour contrast at the head. That's not bad. I'll just use it all. I mean, it's sort of up to yourself really how and a wee extra half turn there in the hackle, so I just used it. Put it tight, fold it back, make sure everything's, and then going forward it's pulled back. If the hackle stem doesn't want to break, just come in, trim it close, and then it's just a case of tidying up. Put a nice wee clean head on the fly. Encourage that guinea fowl to sit in the blending with the orange. And we'll just whip finish. You can use the tool to position the wraps, support the hook, tighten that thread. Similarly like that. Wee hair there just to take it away. First coat is always a wee bit of super glue. Do not touch the hackles. Seal that head, and then you can come in and get a coat or 2 of varnish and the fly's done. So there you go, Early Gowans, I think it's Early Gowans fly, Tummel Shrimp. I mean, it's a cracking colour combination for salmon, the orange and yellow and black. So this is well worth having in your box. So hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed it. If it was, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines guys, bye.